don't wake up planning to overtrade. That's the part nobody talks about. You wake up telling yourself, today I'll be disciplined, 2 trades max, I'll wait for my setup. And for the first hour you actually mean it. But then the price starts moving. A single 1 minute candle that is 20 pips. Your heart rate rises. You suddenly feel like something important is happening and you're not in it. That's where it begins. Not with greed, not with stupidity, but with a quiet fear of being left behind. If you can't stop overtrading, I want you to hear this clearly. You're not broken. You're not undisciplined. You're not incapable of success. You're just human. And the market knows exactly how to exploit that. Forex is the only job in the world where doing nothing feels like failure. In a normal job, if you're not clicking, typing, answering emails, you feel lazy. In trading, the most profitable move is often nothing. And that silence, that waiting, it feels unbearable. So you click, not because your setup is perfect, but because sitting there watching price move without you feels worse than losing. That's the truth most traders are too ashamed to admit. Let me describe something that might feel uncomfortably familiar. You take a trade, it loses. You tell yourself it's fine, it was valid. Then price immediately moves in the direction you always nearly wanted. Now you feel betrayed, so you re-enter, this time with slightly bigger lot size. Now it's not about the setup, it's about proving you were right. That's not strategy, that's emotion trying to repair wounded pride. And we all have been there. Overtrading isn't a technical issue, it's emotional overflow. It's what happens when you don't know where to put the tension inside you. Bored, you trade. Stressed, you trade. Lost earlier, you trade. Won earlier, you trade again. To keep the momentum going, trading becomes the outlet and becomes the part that you want to feel. And because the market is always moving, there's always a reason to justify it, always. That's why it's so hard to stop. Here's something that might surprise you. Most overtraders don't actually want more money, they want relief. Relief from the anxiety of waiting. Relief from the frustration of losses, relief from the quiet doubt that they might be not good enough and their life is a failure. So they trade again because placing a trade feels like control, even when it isn't, especially when it isn't. There was a trader who once tracked something unusual. Instead of tracking win rate, he tracked emotional triggers. Before every trade, I write down one word: calm, bored, frustrated, impatient, confident. After 6 months, he discovered something painful. That most profitable trades almost always came up when he wrote calm. His biggest losses almost always impatient or frustrated. The strategy never changed, his emotional state did. That's when I realized he wasn't losing the market, he was losing to urgency. Let's talk about urgency for a second. The market creates artificial urgency. Candle moves fast, one single candle. News spikes suddenly, breakouts happen without warning. It feels like if you don't act right now, you'll miss something life-changing. But here's the reality. The market has been here for decades. It will be here tomorrow. It will be here next year. The only thing that won't be here is your capital. If you keep reacting instead of waiting and nobody tells you this part, overtrading feels productive. You end the day completely exhausted. You think, at least I tried, at least I was active, but activity is not progress. Movement is not momentum. Sometimes you're just running in circles and the market heavily charges you for every single lap. Spread, commission, slippage, mental fatigue, every impulsive trade is a small leak in your account. One leak won't sink the ship, but 20 small leaks every single day will. If this is you, I want you to pause for a second. Not your trading, just you. Ask yourself honestly, when I open the chart, am I looking for a setup or am I looking for stimulation? Are the candles making me feel excited or bored? That's one question alone can change everything. Now let's talk about actually fixing it. I want you to be honest with you here because most advice you'll find sounds like this from your trading gurus. Just be more disciplined, set rules and stick to them, stop being emotional. But if willpower alone worked, you wouldn't be watching this video. You already tried willpower, you already set the rules, you already told yourself never again after a bad day, and then done it again the very next morning. That's not weakness. That's how the human brain works under pressure, under boredom, under the weight of a losing streak. Willpower collapses every time. The real problem is this: there's nothing stopping you when the urge hits. The platform is right there, open, accessible, waiting. You think there's an opportunity, but there isn't. One click and you're in a trade, and you know you shouldn't be in because there is no setup. You're just randomly clicking buttons. The friction between impulse and action is almost zero. And zero friction is dangerous for any human being, not just traders. If you drive a car without a brake, you will crash it. This is exactly why I built Alexium, because I was frustrated. Not as a punishment tool, not to make trading harder, but as a discipline enforcer that will help me stick to my rules. But to put friction exactly where you need it the most, between your emotional impulse and your next bad trade. Here's how it works. You set your daily loss limit and max trades per day, and then you connect your account. All the procedure is in a video that you can access in my channel of how to set up your account and everything. Let me give you a quick summary. Let's say you put a rule of 3 trades per day and 100 max loss limit. After reaching, let's say, 70% of any of those, it will give you a warning, and after that 100% it will automatically starts blocking. I've also installed a feature where if there's an open trade you have to close it, then only it will start blocking. Now think about what this actually means, how this can be a game changer for you. The version of you that set the rules at the start of the session, that was your calm, rational self. That was the trader you want to be. But the version of you that is impulsive and increases the max loss, also 8, 12 trades per day, that's a direct person. And that person should not have access to your account. Alexium makes sure they don't. It's not about distrust, it's about design. The best athletes in the world have coaches who pull them off the field when they are making emotional decisions. The best businesses have systems that prevent costly human errors. Alexium is that system for your trading. Now you will trade only when there's an A+ setup. You're making a clear decisions with your head and letting the system enforce it for you. Because here's the truth: a trader who hits their daily loss limit and keeps trading anyway, they never just make it back, they dig deeper. This is a bad habit that will be killed by my web app. The trader who hit their trade limit and opens one more just to try, that one trade is almost never the good one. It can also be, but that is a bad habit that will make you unprofitable in the long term. You already know this. You have lived this. The only thing that changes the outcome is changing the environment. Not your mindset in the moment, not another pep talk, not another promise to yourself. The environment. Alexium changes that environment. It turns the rule you set this morning into a wall you can't walk through tonight. and that wall, the wall is the difference between a bad day and a catastrophic one, between a drawdown you can recover from and an account you have to restart. Here's what trader who use it tell me over and over again. I didn't realize how often I was trading after my limit until I couldn't anymore. The first few days felt frustrating, but the second week I was sleeping better. I finally stopped trading, opened my account in the morning. Because when you know you can't spiral, you stop fearing yourself. And when you stop fearing yourself, you start trading clearly. Let's get back to something real. The overtrader doesn't need more strategies. They need fewer decisions made under emotional pressure. Alexium removed the decision from the equation entirely. You make one good decision at the start of a day, and that decision protects every other decision for the rest of it. This is what real discipline looks like. Not white knuckling it through every urge to click, not willpower battles you are going to lose eventually, but systems, quite reliable systems that work even you don't want them to. The trader who eventually becomes consistent is not the one with the best strategy, it's the one who finally gets tired of sabotaging themselves, tired of the chaos, emotional roller coaster, tired of being two different people. The disciplined trader they are in the morning, and the revenge trader they become by afternoon. Alexium bridges that gap. It holds you to the standard you set for yourself, and your mind was clear. So the next time you feel that urge, that itch to click, you won't need to fight it, because Alexium already answered it for you. Hours earlier, when you were thinking straight, that's not weakness, that's strategy. You don't need more trades, you need more stillness. You don't need more charts, you need more control, and you don't need to be perfect. You just need a system that protects you from yourself on the days when perfect isn't possible. That's why Alexium is built for. The link is in the description. Let the system do what willpower can't. And now I want to hear from you. What usually triggers your overtrading? A boredom losing streak? A winning streak that made you feel invincible? Drop into the comments. I read every single one. And if this video feels like it was written especially about you, subscribe. Because everything we make here is designed for one thing: building traders who actually last.